Citizens of this country, we're responsible for national heritage, our environment, our wildlife. It's our obligation to conserve nature for our future and for our children's future. We're all here because we understand the need to keep our wildlife protected. We understand the integral role that wildlife plays in our ecosystems, our economies, our lives. Our wildlife cornerstone of the tourism industry, our wildlife is the cornerstone of the tourism industry in Kenya. It operates as part of our economy and generates over 10% of the national GDP. The sector also directly employs over 11% of the total formal workforce. Our national parks are host to a large diversity of wildlife that roam freely. This natural phenomenon attracts thousands of visitors from all over the world to Kenya. We have worked hard to protect our wildlife through conservation and awareness for many years, but unfortunately our work is facing serious threat as a result of habitat loss, human-wildlife conflicts, harsh weather conditions, and poaching. Kenya's elephant population of approximately 34,000 is the fourth largest in the world, after Botswana, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. Sadly, the illegal trade of ivory and rhino horns have resulted in losing elephants and rhino species at an alarming rate. The elephant is listed globally as critically endangered, and the threat of extinction demands a concerted effort by all of us to ensure that we protect the declining populations of these precious species. The subject of conservation continues to be a delicate and complex subject that calls for complementary capabilities of diverse groups, including policymakers, philanthropists, conservationists, civil society, media, and local communities. The coexistence of human and wildlife requires a change of attitude, but also calls for us to find lasting solutions that effectively engage local communities as equal partners and key stakeholders in the conservation movement. It calls for change of attitude to see wildlife as a resource that needs to be protected and managed. A critical component of the fight to conserve our wildlife is awareness. I applaud the work of all the wildlife conservationists in this room and the tireless work of communities and individuals. I acknowledge the investment by government and institutions like the Ministry of Tourism and Kenya Wildlife Service. In addition, education and social responsibility programs run by schools and universities, plus media news, remind us daily of the value of our wildlife resource. You are all important to Kenya's conservation efforts. The Ivory Belongs to Elephants documentary we're launching today is a significant milestone that hopes to raise global awareness on the plight of the African elephant. I congratulate the Elephant Neighbors Center, led by Jim Nyamu, for the tireless effort, their energy, their courage. They have walked thousands of miles, as we've heard, across Africa, Europe, and America to educate and inform the world about our responsibility to nurture nature. This is a true demonstration of the campaign's resilience. This documentary will help draw the world's attention to the cause to save our elephants and other iconic species. It will also give us all hope in the knowledge that our conservation efforts will not be in vain. With these few remarks, I officially launch the Ivory Belongs to Elephants documentary.
Can Can we give another round of applause?